back to my channel and welcome back to another video. So today I thought instead of doing another spend the day with me, because I've recently done one of those where we like spend the evening together, sorry just excuse the dishwasher, it is going crazy. I thought I would do a what I eat in a day because it's been a while since I've done one of these, and I think because I make a lot of videos that involve fast food and me eating fast food and me talking about fast food, people kind of naturally assume that that is all I eat, when that actually couldn't be further from the truth. I really don't have as many takeaways as it probably appears online. So I thought I would do a what I eat in a day and I would show you, you know, basically what I'm eating. I am at the minute trying to meal prep a little bit and track my protein more. I don't calorie count, I don't calorie track. I kind of keep an eye on my protein levels because protein is really important for my PCOS. I mean, it's really important for everybody, but I really like to keep an eye on that because of my PCOS. And I like to eat foods that are very PCOS friendly a lot of the time. Obviously that kind of contradicts when I'm eating a lot of fast food, but that is a big part of my job and I really enjoy it. So when I'm not doing that, I really do try to eat well. So we've got a new breakfast for today. I haven't meal prepped breakfasts before. We always meal prep dinner because it actually just is a lot easier, although I am going to cook dinner for the purpose of this video tonight, and I'm going to use like some of the meal prep stuff included in my lunch. But I've meal prepped breakfast and I don't know if this is going to be nice. We followed a recipe on TikTok and it looked really good, but it's Biscoff overnight oats. The only thing is I only have these size containers. There's other food in like my little one, so I had to make the overnight oats in like these big containers from IKEA. So I'm basically gonna like half them for my breakfast, but I can link recipes if you guys want to see the recipes. But it is basically Weetabix, actually it's not even oats because it's Weetabix, it's crushed down Weetabix at the bottom mixed with about 100 milliliters of milk. Pat that down, and then in the yogurt it is Greek yogurt with some vanilla protein powder, some vanilla extract, and then on top is a load of melted Biscoff sauce. So let's see if this is going to be good. I have always been intrigued to see what these are going to taste like and see if they're actually nice or not. And this is my first attempt, so you know I might have to like tweak around and play around with some things. Oh, it's very soft. I don't know if I actually wanted my Weetabix to be a little bit more on the crispier side, and this is looking very soft, but let's see. Wow. Okay, now maybe I actually like the Weetabix like that. The only thing is I feel like I can't really taste the Biscoff, even though it is literally like smothered in Biscoff sauce. So I don't know whether I should have used Biscoff like cookie crumbs instead and then put like Biscoff sauce on in the morning when I'm gonna eat it, because I can't really taste it, but it's really nice. Wow, and it's so much easier. Like if you're in a rush in the morning or you want to eat on the go, or you're getting on a train or whatever, like I am, like I have to get on trains early morning every week. It's just really easy to be able to just like whip something out the fridge, and it also saves so much money. I am pleasantly surprised at how good this tastes. Like that is really, really good. It just doesn't taste that strong of Biscoff. So if you are going to make this, I would recommend getting the Biscoff biscuits, crumbling them on top, and then putting the Biscoff sauce on maybe fresh in the morning. It's literally just this. It's this spread, and I melted a little bit in the microwave so I could just like drizzle it on, but I do think it would taste better if I put this on fresh. However, that is really good. I am very, very happy with how that's turned out, and I'm gonna have half of it for my breakfast, but that is good. I can see why everybody hypes over these. I do want to try overnight oats though, because I don't think I've ever actually tried oats, which is a bit crazy, but I just can't think of a scenario where I would have tried them because I would never normally reach for oats in the morning. But this is my breakfast, meal prepped, overnight Weetabix, Biscoff flavoured. So I'm going to eat this and then come back in a couple of hours and we'll have some lunch, but it's really good. Would highly recommend. It's lunchtime. It is about 2-3 hours later now, and I'm gonna make some more food. So we're gonna have wraps for lunch. I feel like my lunch kind of always varies depending on if I'm in the house, if I'm out the house. If I'm in the house, my go-to lunch would probably be either a wrap or maybe like a Caesar salad, or like some salad of some sort, or something along those lines. I just feel like it's not too heavy to have for lunch, and then like I still allow myself room for snacks and dinner because I'm a massive snacker. So I'm going to show you all the snacks that I have as well, but I've got some gluten-free wraps because I don't think, I'm not allergic to gluten. I think I might be slightly gluten intolerant. I just bloat really badly when I have a lot of gluten, which obviously doesn't help when I'm filming fast food stuff, but when I'm not, try and have gluten-free. So I've got my gluten-free wrap just there. Then I've got my chicken that was prepped yesterday. So basically on a Sunday, do like a batch of either like chicken or mince or something like that that then can just be used throughout the week. So this one has actually got a barbecue marinade on it. It smells incredible, and they've all just been like portioned out into like different weights and stuff. Again, I'm not really too fussy about like how much I put in. I'm not going to pretend that I am. Like, I'm not one of those people that like counts everything. I kind of just like love to go by my days and enjoy my food, you know what I mean? I'm gonna have a bit of lettuce in the wrap as well. So let me just take off maybe like 3 leaves and just chop these up. Just chop them up fairly small. I don't actually love too much lettuce in my wraps, but I feel like it just kind of like fills it out, and it's very needed, otherwise it's just a bit plain, and it also adds that like crunch. Lettuce can go in the wrap. I actually want to make a chicken Caesar wrap and like kind of mix the 2 lunches that I normally have together, because sorry, siren, I love chicken Caesar so much. It's one of like my favorite sorts of salads. That and a Greek salad, incredible. That's in there, and then we're gonna add a cucumber. I actually just bought this one from M&S. How tiny is this? It's so cute. So I'm just gonna add a few little slices of this in. I like to do them in like, what's this shape called again? It's not a half circle. I can't remember what this shape's called. I've gone blank, but you know what I mean. So then I'm just gonna slice this. I'm really trying to work on like my cutting technique. I got like a knife sharpener so I can try and do it a bit easier, but I'm still not quite there just yet. Then we've got our lettuce, our cucumber on there, and then I'm just gonna eat this because cucumber is just the best snack. Then we're gonna add some cheese. So I have these left in the fridge. I would potentially sometimes use like grated cheese, whatever cheese is in the fridge really, but I've got some mozzarella balls. I'm just gonna chop up 2 of these little mozzarella balls and chuck that in there. I love cheese so much. Any type of cheese I'm just obsessed with. Burrata would be my favorite, and I've got a little snack that I have with burrata as well that I can show you, but just any type of cheese I just love. I have also got some sun-dried tomatoes in here actually as well, which I think I might cut up and just pop in, because I don't really like eating these on their own, but I feel like in a wrap, when I can't like just taste the tomato, I might as well use them up and put them in. Pop the sun-dried tomatoes in there. Then it is finally time for the chicken. So I'm just gonna take out some chicken, and again I'm just gonna cut this into slightly smaller pieces. There's nothing wrong with the size that the chicken is cooked in now, but this might sound a bit silly, but I just like eating things and find things more appealing when they're smaller. Make it make sense. And then just chuck all of this chicken on here like that. That looks phenomenal. Very glad that I added the tomatoes. And then I am gonna add some sauce. So one thing that I love to do when I'm cooking or when I'm making anything is tidy as I go, because I think there's nothing worse than, you know, you've made a nice meal, you want to sit and eat the meal, of course you do, but then you're finished and you come back and the kitchen is just a state. So I always do everything and just leave it and then tidy up the kitchen. So once I'm done, all I have to do is pop my plate in the dishwasher, and I feel like it just makes my life a little bit easier. So top tip, if you're cooking, honestly, if you don't like clean up beforehand, try it and see the difference that it makes, because realistically it takes 2 minutes, but it just, I don't know, it just feels better by doing it this way. Just realised I don't have any clips for these tortillas. That's one thing that I'm really lacking in this flat, is like clips and things, because I need clips for a lot of things. I've organised this bottom drawer. It used to be like full of like chocolate and snacks, and I just ran out of space in the cupboards from like organising, so really organised the drawer and it's not as full with chocolate anymore, so sad times. Right, let me just grab a plate out and pop this onto a plate. These can go straight in the sink because, wait, is the dishwasher done? Did I pop it on? Oh yeah, I did put it on. Okay, I can unload the dishwasher in a minute. And then I'm gonna pop on some chili and lime salsa. Another one of my favorite sauces, but I don't actually have any at the minute, is garlic and herb, because I feel like that one's slightly gone off. Or has it gone off? Like, do I risk it? Or actually, you know what? I know what I'm gonna have. I'm gonna have some chili jam. Nando's sweet chili jam. This is the best sauce actually. And that looks So good. So then I'm gonna fold. I'm not very good at folding my wraps. This is the only downfall to this, especially when they're like very full. So I need to get better at folding my wraps. And then could potentially cut it in the middle. Would look more aesthetic. However, it's probably all just gonna fall apart. So I'm gonna leave it like that, but that is my lunch. Let's give it a little try. Just super simple and super quick to make. Like I've literally been filming for 7 minutes. Like it's just so easy. That chicken with the barbecue marinade, wow. And then for my drink, because I'm getting my Invisalign in 2 weeks today when I'm filming this. Obviously I'm gonna have to take my Invisalign out to eat all the time, but I'm gonna be massively cutting down on the Coke Zeros because when you've got them in, all you can drink is water. So I'm making the most at the minute of having Coke Zero a fair bit. Normally I would just try and have them with my dinner, but I'm gonna have them with my lunch purely because probably won't be doing that once I have Invisalign, and I'm gonna have it for a very long time. So I'm trying to enjoy these last 2 weeks thoroughly. So good. I haven't had Coke Zero in the house for so long. I'm saying so long. So long is like 2 weeks. But that's a long time for me. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm gonna have a little snack and slight break into my day because I was just sat down doing some work and then got a call and asked if I wanted to go to Flip Out. So I'm actually going to the trampoline park. So I feel like I just need a little bit of something before I go. And then as soon as I get back, I'm gonna have to cook dinner because I'm gonna be starving. Hence why I've changed into, got my little capris on. But I've got these. So these are from Aldi. They are the best chocolate ever. If you don't like chocolate orange, you're not gonna like them, but they're called Orange Waves. So this is an orange flavored Belgian chocolate filled crisps with crispy rice puffs. They're incredible. I don't know what it is, but like with me, I don't like thick chocolate bars. I feel like, because I love chocolate, but that to me, it just feels like too much. Like a big bar of like Cadbury's and stuff, I like it, but I can never eat a lot of it, whereas these, because they're so thin and so like crispy, I feel like it just makes the whole experience of eating them a little bit better. I don't know if that makes any sense or if it's just gonna sound weird, but let me know if anyone else feels that. It's the same with like a cheese string. If I bit into a cheese string, I don't like it, but if I peel it, I like it. It's weird. These are so good. I love the crisp. I love the crunch. They taste exactly like chocolate orange. They do mint ones as well, but I'm not a big fan on those, but these are incredible. So these are my little snack before I take an hour break and go and do some flips on a trampoline. Wasn't expecting that today, but just wanted to show you these because they're really good. I'm back from Total Ninja. I had a slush puppy, insert photo here. Was very good and very much needed because that was a workout. You're only meant to do it, well, you're meant to like book either an hour session or 2 hour session. We did half an hour and we were shattered. It is so, like, the upper body strength required is crazy, but that was really fun. So now I'm back and it is dinner time. So I'm actually going to make myself, this is one of my favorite dinners. It's like a sweet potato, beef and sweet corn bowl, but it's like a creamy, cheesy sweet corn. So first things first, I need to cook my sweet potatoes. So I've got a sweet potato here. I'm really not that hungry, so I'm just gonna do a bit of a small portion, but we're just gonna cut our sweet potato into triangles. How many have we got there? Or maybe do 16 little triangles. I feel like that's enough because, like I said, like I'm just not that hungry. And then I've just lined a little tin with some tin foil. We're gonna pop those in there and then put a little bit of oil on top and then some garlic powder. I've got the biggest spice jars known to man, but they're the best thing ever because you just never run out. Like, it's just so handy. And then these are gonna go in the oven. Because they're a bit smaller, they actually might cook a little bit quicker tonight, but I'm gonna put them on 190 for maybe like 25 minutes. I like them to be really soft, and I'll pop some honey on them like halfway through and give them a little toss. So that's the sweet potatoes in there. And then I'm gonna get a frying pan out. Where is my mini baby frying pan? They actually only need the small one, but very confused as to where it is. I'm just gonna use this size frying pan, and I'm gonna cook some mince. So we did have some frozen mince, so I'm gonna save that to meal prep. So just got a pack of mince here out the fridge, and then I'll show you how like I make this gorgeous little like sweet corn concoction. It's incredible. And to be honest, I wish I could meal prep that, but I feel like it wouldn't taste as good warmed up. I feel like it's one of those that needs to be done fresh. But let me put where I need to heat up this pan first, and then we can cook the mince, and we'll season the mince and everything. But for the sweet corn, I need to get the tin of sweet corn out of the cupboard as well. Got some here. I'm gonna put in it. So I've got some jalapeno chilies. I don't always put these in. It depends if you want that little kick to it. It depends if you want it like not spicy, but like hot, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna do a little bit, nothing crazy. Just scoop all of the seeds out and cut out the middle. I'm still like trying to use all the techniques that I learned from the cooking class that I did quite a few weeks ago, and I just find it so much fun. That's genuinely, that is probably one of the reasons I really fell in love with cooking recently, because I did that cooking class. Then I really don't want a lot, so I'm gonna half that again, and then just get all of the seeds off the knife. To be honest, I could probably do sharpening this, but then you just want to cut it as small as possible, because I don't want like big bits in the corn like that. Break them all up. My knife isn't very sharp at the minute. I need to get the knife sharpener out again, but just make sure they're all separated. They're all cut, but like they're just stuck at the bottom, and then cut these. I'm trying to work on my knife technique to cut things, but it's not going very well so far, to be dead honest. Just don't think this knife is sharp enough to be able to do it, but that's a lot better. That's smaller. There we go. Okay, so that's optional. Don't need to add those if you don't want to add those, but I am just fancying that little like extra kick with it tonight. And then some chives. So you can kind of like choose whatever you want to put in this. I just have recently found a new love for chives. I really enjoy the taste of it in my food. You can also use cilantro. However, they didn't have any of that in the shop, which is why I have gone for chives this time. I'm just gonna fold it over like this, and then fold it over again, and then we can cut them up like so. So they are all really small pieces, and then go over it again. You want these to be literally as small as possible. Shit. Side of my jacket just knocked a load of that jalapeno off. Right, okay, can't use that bit on the floor anymore, but just cut this as small as you can. Love the taste of this. I basically want it very seasoned, because when I started making it, I wasn't really seasoning it. It was really nice, it was just very cheesy, and there was no like underlying taste. So wanted some of that. There we go. Just need to pick up all of these little bits of jalapeno on the floor now. To be honest, I'm probably just gonna have to hoover once I finish cooking, because that's quite a lot. Right, move these. I'm thinking while I cook, let's crack one open. I was gonna save it for when the meal is done, but I'm thinking, oh, let's just have one now. Cheers, crispy cold Coke Zero. Okay, we're gonna heat some water on the hob, and we're gonna cook our sweet corn, and we're also gonna cook our mince. So let me move you over to here. First things first, let's brown our mince off. So just gonna pop this on 7. Yeah, 7. And then how much do I want? Maybe like a quarter of the pack. There we go. And then we're gonna add in a ton of seasoning, because obviously I'm not putting any sauce or anything into this. It's literally just gonna be mince. So we're gonna season it with, first of all, some garlic powder to begin with. Fair bit of this, because I love garlic. It's very fine, this powder. That's the only thing. I do actually prefer the puree. Then some paprika. Ooh, we need a fair bit of paprika, because I feel like this is what gives it the majority of the flavouring. Then what else do we have in the fridge that I can use? I've got some chilies, I've got some sliced jalapenos, I've got a little bit of tomato puree. Just so it's on the juicier side, I'm gonna add the tiniest bit of tomato puree in, because I hate dry mince. Like, I think there's nothing worse than when your mince is just bone dry. So, I need to heat that water up for sweet corn. So just mix all of that in. I'll add some salt and pepper when I serve it. Do I want some chilies in it? I don't think I want chilies in it tonight, actually. I feel like that's perfect. I don't want anything too crazy. Okay, I'm gonna leave this to brown and then I'll come back and make the sweet corn. Right, sweet corn is cooked, so now we're gonna make the creamy corn. So normally I like to use cottage cheese, however there was no cottage cheese in the shop, so I had to get this. It's garlic and herb creamy soft cheese, but cottage cheese is just so nice. I really like it, so I was going, but I didn't have any. But I'm gonna use, maybe, I've done a lot of sweet corn, so let's put like a fairly big 2 dollops in, and then we're just gonna mix that around into the sweet corn. I love the fact it's, sorry that noise is horrid. I love the fact it's garlic and herb as well. That's just gonna make it taste so nice. Okay, that was literally the perfect amount. I was actually gonna add in some mozzarella, but I don't think I need to because that was like the perfect amount. Okay, perfect. No mozzarella, just cream cheese, and then we're gonna add everything else to it. We're gonna add our jalapenos, and then our chives, and I've also cut up some spring onion, which I'm gonna sprinkle on top of everything. Paprika. It tastes so good with a load of paprika in. So then once you've got all that in, you just wanna mix it all up. Sorry, I know this noise is horrible. I'm gonna use this instead because I hate that noise so much. There we go, I can actually mix it properly now. And then obviously I'll show you it as I'm plating it up, but that is perfect. And I'm just gonna pop that on the hob on like 2 for 1 second, just so it stays warm and thickens up a little bit, but that is perfect. Okay, I think it's time to dish up. I'm gonna check the sweet potatoes, but everything looks really good, and this is what I mean, like it's super simple and super quick to make, but it's so good. I mean, my favorite part about it is the creamy corn. I have a weird love for corn at the minute. Like every time there's corn on the menu, I'm like, yep, I'll have it. Got a bowl, and then let's get our sweet potatoes out the oven. Oh, they're perfect. They're not too hard, they're not too soft. Oh my god, that smoke just went into my eye. Okay, let me turn all of those off. And then start by putting, sorry, the bowl's not gonna look very full at all, and it's probably not gonna look that appetizing either. I might actually slice up an avocado to have with it too. Thought I'd done all of the chopping, but then I just remembered I normally have avocado with this, and I forgot to do avocado. Let me just grab one out. I bought this like massive avocado, where's it gone? From M&S. It's huge, like actually huge. So let's just really quickly slice this in half. Oh, it's like perfectly soft. What a perfect avocado. And then just very quickly, oh gosh, slice this. Do I want to do cubes or do I want to do slices? I think I want to do slices. Oh my god, this is a really large avocado. Maybe I should start getting these sized ones all the time actually. That would be good for my bagels in the morning. And then you just want to scoop that out. Ooh. And then fan that into the bowl. Guys, like I said, not the most aesthetically pleasing dinner that I've ever done here, but it's good, I promise. Pop that there. And then the mince can go in the bowl. Oh gosh. Ooh, okay, I've actually done a bit more than I originally thought. And then the creamy corn, which is the main event. And pop that on the side like that. Perfect. And then we're gonna want some salt, but I always use this like flaky sea salt, and I do put a fair bit of this on because I feel like it just really does like change the taste for me. Can't really be bothered to season the avocado. I wish I had not like chili oil, I wish I had chili flakes to be able to season it with, but let me show you and we'll give it a try. Here it is. Not my best work presenting it, but the corn is gonna taste incredible. So it's a pretty full dish actually. It's way more than I thought, but let's give it a go. This is my first time trying this with, what do you call it, cream cheese and not cottage cheese, so hopefully it tastes just as good. But a little spring onion garnish, and let's give it a try. Oh, it's really hot. Wow. Ooh, the jalapenos have definitely given it a kick, and it is boiling, but that is really good. And like I said, it probably took me 20 minutes max to make. The mince is good. Like when you mix it all together, it tastes amazing. Let's try a sweet potato. I love a sweet potato so much. And then very large avocado. Wow, that is so fresh. I never get my avocados from M&S because they're just more expensive, but Wow, you can like crazily taste the difference. That's insane. So this is my dinner. I definitely will have a snack later. Like, this isn't the last thing I will eat today at all. I feel like I'm such a snacker. Like, I'm always wanting a little snack or of like some sort. So I'll show you my good snacks later. But as of now, this is my dinner and Rugo. It's a lot later and I am about to take my makeup off and get ready for bed. I need to take these rings off and just undress with the jewellery. It genuinely feels so nice when it gets to that part of the day. But I'm going to show you my snacks. So I don't actually have any bread left to go with this, but this at the minute is one of my go-to snacks. It is called Stracciatella di burrata and it's from M&S and it's like a burrata dip. So it's not got like the outer edge of the burrata, it's just the middle bit, and then it's got like strings of mozzarella all inside. And to dip bread into this, it is phenomenal. It's like £3, but I feel like it goes a long way because you don't need a lot of it. Obviously it's like quite a heavy cheese, but sadly don't have any bread. I just have this in the fridge, but this is one of my go-to snacks. Then if I don't have that, my little Plowman's pots is basically cheese, tomatoes, olives, gherkins, onions, all my favorite things in a little pot, and I always sit there at night and will just like pick at these the best. And when I want a sweet treat, I bought these back from America. I have one left. Guys, if you watch my American vlogs, you would have seen like my initial reactions trying one of these. They're the Cinnabon layered yum yum snack packs. It's basically the inside of like a cinnamon roll in a pot and it's phenomenal. It's kind of like a yogurt, but a bit more of like a sicklier yogurt, and I am so sad that this is my last one because they're just the best. When does it run out actually? Oh, December the 1st, 2026. So I could savour it until I go, because I'm not going back to America now until end of October. So I'm not going to be able to get any more until then. So watch me savour this for like a really good night. But they're my go-to snacks. I feel like what I eat in a day kind of like changes, to be honest. It's not the same every day. I have different breakfasts, I have different lunches, I have different dinners. Even though I meal prep, I like to switch it up because I don't really enjoy having the same exact meals every day. And I also do like incorporating a lot of salmon and prawns into my diet, which I didn't have today. I often have salmon, rice and broccoli for dinner because it's super easy, super quick to make, and it's just unreal. Like, I love salmon. So yeah, every day is a little bit different, and obviously when I'm eating fast food and stuff as well, those days look very different. But I just wanted to show you a bit more like a realistic way to eat in a day, and to show you guys what I eat and maybe give you some inspo on what you can eat for lunch. Other than that, I love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you very soon for a brand new video. Mwah. Bye.